Happy New Year! I can't believe we're moving into 2019. I'm Vicki Emanuel. I'm an energy reader and healer for people and pets. And this is my 2019 energy predictions and how to work with the energy of 2019 and what's coming up. 2018 was a very turbulent year for many people. If this resonates with you, you totally get what I'm going to be saying. So we had our times of ups and downs, maybe you had down, 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 then you came up. That's what 2018 was about. It was actually a blessing in disguise, even though maybe when you were going through it, it didn't feel that way. We had Mercury in retrograde. We had many planets going retrograde many times. We had many eclipses. Oh God, we had like lunar eclipse, solar eclipse. We just energetically, planet-wise, was a big letting go year. And so is what all those shifts of 2018 did is it really helped you let go of attachment, help you let go of negativity, help you let go of energy that you cannot bring forward into 2019. So it could have been a lot of endings of situations, a lot of endings of jobs, work, loved ones, relationships. And is what it was really doing was a blessing in disguise because it's going to help you move into 2019 and this power, because 2019, that's what the energy of 2019 is power. It's about sinking into your heart center and power. The wonderful thing about 2019 is we're going to feel a lot lighter. We're also going to be able to manifest instantly. And this is both good and bad because if you're in a power energy, if you are in trusting and an abundant energy, then you're going to be having the year of your lifetime. You are going to be manifesting instantly like this. And the biggest word my guides keep telling me is watch out for what you wish for, because here it comes. If you are in a fear-based energy, if you are in an energy old belief systems, old structures, then you're going to have a harder time this year because whatever you think, whatever energy you put out there, it's going to be attracting it to you. So this is so important for you to really move into power, really move into trust, move into an abundant energy, and really let go of all those fear. The other thing that 2019 is going to be about is a heart center. This is so new for all of us. This is so new for everyone. We were raised and brought up in such an action-packed society. And we're also brought up in an action-packed and mindful society where we have traditional ways of doing things, belief systems. This is the way you move forward in life. You get a job and you go to college and you get a job and you work really hard in that job to get more pay. And if you have that belief structure, if you have that belief system structure, then yes, you can, but it's going to be a lot harder for you than just saying, hey, I am worthy and I deserve this, and energetically I'm going to bring it to me. Boom. And it really is that easy. So this is where a lot of people are going to have an issue because we were brought up not believing things are really that easy. We were brought up believing you have to work for things, you have to take action, you have to do this, you have to do this, this, and this to get to this. And that's the only way to get to this. Well, the thing about 2019, the beautiful thing that you can do for yourself is energetically work with energy. Work with energy of changing your belief system, knowing you're worthy, knowing you're accepting, knowing that things can come to you really easily and you don't have to do A, B, or C. You don't have to have such that hard, rigid structure belief system. If you change your belief system around things, then they will start manifesting like this to a more positive, powerful belief system. The thing that I'm saying about energy of your heart center is we have to get out of our heads and into our heart. 2019 is all about love. If you're not doing from your heart center, then you're going to have a really hard time in 2019. So this is also going to confuse a lot of people because we have been living in a society of mind, not heart. So it's really about learning to have a heart chat. So one of the things you want to do and you want to do on a daily basis is have some quiet time. That's the other thing moving into 2019 is we're going to have more quiet time. Before it was go, 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 busy, 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 busy. Now it's like, okay, I need to just take a 5-minute break. I need to take a 15-minute break. I need to ground and center my energy. That is what I want you guys to think about constantly. I need to ground and center my energy. And do you already hear me as I'm talking calmly, quietly, more centered and focused? It's all about focus. So coming within means maybe just breathing, maybe just sitting down for 5 minutes. If your form of meditation, just shutting your brain off, is sitting down and watching TV for 5 minutes, do it. I do feel though that 2019 is going to be a time where you're going to crave more quiet, crave more downtime, crave more time of just being by yourself. Not like little intervals is what I'm seeing, like throughout the day. Maybe you need to take a break from your kids. Maybe you need to take a break from work. You just need to center and ground your energy more. And the beautiful thing is, the more you go within, the more you center and ground your energy, that's when all the magic happens, because you're not sitting there stressing. You're not sitting out there bringing the energy out of stress and anxiety and, oh my God, the future. You're here and now. And when you're here and now is when you manifest and when the magic happens, and it just happens very easily. So we're moving in 2019 to a very more peaceful, energetic time. But at the same time, it's going to kind of throw us off where before we would feel more grounded. We would feel more when we're doing action. We think we're getting further along. But actually 2019 is the opposite. I want you guys to think of backpedaling and just really being more at peace, working with more Zen moments. Meditation, guided meditation is a must, and more especially meditation in the future is a must. And let me talk a little bit about meditation. Meditation doesn't have to be sitting there and going, and meditating. I love to do that, and I would suggest that. And if you've never meditated, then do it. Google YouTube and do guided meditation. I have my own meditations coming out too. I do custom meditations where not only do I talk you through, I actually work on your energy field at the same time, and you can listen to it over and over again. But do whatever works for you. Meditation can also be hiking. One of my favorite ways to getting connected and grounded to earth is hiking here in beautiful California. It could be going for your motorcycle ride. A lot of people don't even, like a lot of men, I'm a golfer too myself, but a lot of men that are golfers, the reason why they're really addicted to golfing, it's they're taking me time and they're saying like, oh, I have a reason to go. But it's also a great form of meditation. A lot of people too, I see like riding, like doing motorcycles, or maybe people love to clean. That is a form of meditation because you're sitting there being quiet. Your mind's not thinking. You're just concentrating right now what's going on right now, here and now. So whatever is your form of meditation, it is a must of 2019. It's also a must to really chat to your heart center and see what's really working for you in your life and what's not. One of the biggest energy tips in your life is what's thriving in my life. What is really working right now? What just feels awesome? Because obviously, if that feels awesome, then that's what's really that's in your heart center. Because things in 2019 is going to be like that. If it's thriving, that means it's in your heart center. Things that are not in your heart center are not going to thrive. And we're going to have to start learning to go from our mind to our heart, not be thinking from our mind. So one way of doing this, putting your hand on your heart, wherever your hand goes, you're bringing the energy down too, okay? So putting your hand on your heart, closing your eyes. When you close your eyes, you shut off your mind and tapping into your heart and actually having just a simple conversation with your heart. Okay, heart, how do we feel today? Is there anything we need to do to feed you? What do we need to feed you today? And maybe you have a circumstance. Maybe you have a situation. Maybe it's job. Hey, is this job really serving me? Am I really loving this? Tap into your heart, have a chat. Listen, then give yourself a moment, listen to your heart, and your heart will talk to you. The other thing that's moving into 2019 is our body. Our body is so going to be talking to us. And if you don't listen to your body, it's going to start screaming at you. I'm a health intuitive, been a health intuitive for over 20 years. I've gone through my own health issues, have had my own cancer, have cleared a lot of stuff myself. And I will tell you, 2019 is going to be really speeding up to health. It's really going to be talking to you. Your body's going to be talking to you. So this is really, really important. If you have that pain in your neck, if you can't breathe, if you have anxiety is always fear. It's always fear. You could also be picking up other people's energy too, which I will be going into that too because we're going into oneness. But your body's going to be talking to you, and it's really, really important for you to listen to your body. If you are doing something not from your heart center, if you are doing something because you're supposed to just, this is the way it is and this is what you do and this is the belief system I'm in because I'm not ready to let this person go, I'm not ready to let the situation go, and you start holding on to that anger, that resentment, that sadness, that grief, that is going to manifest into some kind of illness, pain, could even manifest to death in your body. Your body is really going to be talking to you. It's just like inflammation. Inflammation Every single body part talks to us. Your liver holds on to anger. Your lungs hold on to joy. If you have arthritis, it's anger staying into your body. So it's going to be really important on clearing that energy often. It's going to be really important on listening to your body and getting rid of the emotional aspect. Talking, doing the emotional aspect, doing the emotional work that needs to be needed in order to heal all ways. So you're going to have to really listen to it. The next thing is we're going to become more oneness. So what that means, we're going to be much more telepathic. We're going to be, already I'm sure you probably have been seeing this in your life because this already started. It's just going to start speeding up. You think something, it comes in. So you could think of, a person and all of a sudden they'll call. Or you could think of, a situation or something that you're wanting and then it just shows up. That just happened to me recently. I wanted a special kind of boots and I got them for Christmas and I wasn't even expecting that. And that's what I'm saying on how the magic shows up. And so we're also going to be getting super intuitive. The oneness means that we'll be walking by somebody and all of a sudden you have a headache and you're like, why do I have a headache? Like you're thinking it's your own. It might not be yours. It might be the person you just walked by and picked up that headache. I am an energy healer. I've been an energy healer for over 20 years for both people and pets. Pets take on the energy of their owners. Children take on the energy of their owners. Have always been doing that. But this is even going to become so much more common. Energy is always just flowing. That's all energy is. So it's very contagious. So being really selective of where you hang out with, the people you hang out with, and doing your soul work of healing yourself. But it's not like yourself. You're going to have to be really, really selective with your family. The one thing as an energy healer, I can heal you. I can heal your pet. But eventually, if you don't keep on working on yourself or the whole family, whoever all lives together, and this could even be somebody outside the home, like if you're divorced, the child is either healing you or dad, no matter if he's with one or the other. This is going to be really important moving into 2019 because energy is just going to be flowing. So it's like everybody, it's like whole family healing is going to be so important and essential for 2019. We're becoming one. And so what you do matters to the other person. And it's going to be very energetically be picking up. Energy is contagious and it's going to become more and more and more contagious. This is also really being thoughtful of your words, of what you're saying, of what you're creating, because we are the creators of our own reality through our words, through our thoughts. And be thinking of that energy you're putting out there. That's even going to be becoming much broader in a much bigger way. Let's talk the world. The world is changing. Money's changing. Everything's changing. Okay? And it's going to keep evolving. It's going to keep changing. And I believe it's going to be changing to a much more beautiful process. I think the monetary system, the money system is so stupid, and it's going to be changing anyways. And I get this question all the time. Is there anything I can do? And everybody freaks out with the money. Is there anything I can do to protect myself? There is no protection. The biggest protection you have is trusting in the universe to know that all your needs are always provided for. Not asking how, when, why, just trust. And trust is going to become so much more important into the future. This also means that weather is going to be changing. I see actually 2019, the weather becoming better because 2018 was all about really letting go. But I do feel there's going to be more earthquakes, there's going to be more flooding, there's going to be more volcanoes. All of that's really just shifting the energy. I actually see a lot more earthquakes coming, and earthquakes coming into places that aren't the normal place like California. Of course, California will get some too, but I just see earthquakes kind of happening. Actually, I hear the Ring of Fire. So the Ring of Fire is up the coast around to the other places. I also see around Mississippi, maybe Wisconsin. I feel like different energy grids are surfacing on our Earth. And, because energy is always shifting, it's always changing. And let's talk about government, especially if you're here in the United States. Trump, love him or hate him, right? I actually predicted him to win if you saw my previous predictions in 2000, whatever. He is the catalyst for change. And he's the catalyst for change because exactly you either love him or hate him. And for anything in our life, we will never ever change if we're comfortable. If we're in a relationship, if we're in a job, if we're in a home that we're comfortable, do we want to change? No. The only time when we really make the action to change is when things get really horrible, or we really dislike something, or we really hate something. And then that's when change comes about. And so Trump is the catalyst for worldwide change. And so this is going to keep on doing for the next couple years. And if you're in the United States, yes, our government is going to be changing, and our government needs to change. Oh my God, we've had the same governments from 1800 when there was like 10 people here. I know I'm exaggerating there, but you know what I mean. We have millions of people. We still run everything the same. Everything's evolved. We've all changed. And yes, so we're going to keep changing. And I do feel change. And I do feel eventually we're going to have different governments in different states. The whole Washington, D.C. will not be the same continuing, governing over all of the United States. It's going to take time, yes, but this is where all of this has been happening with Trump, to try to break it down, to move it forward into change. Change is always inevitable, and most people are fearful of change. Well, I will tell you, the biggest thing for 2019 is for you to move into power. Let go of fear, because if you are in fear, whatever way you are, you're always either feeding fear or you're feeding power. You're feeding fear or you're feeding love. Remember this in life. So really think about 2019. Who am I feeding? What am I feeding? Because if you're feeding fear, you're going to have a shitty life. Just telling you. If you're feeding power, you're going to have an amazing life. And let's also talk women. Women, this is the year for women to rise. Women are becoming more and more powerful and will keep becoming more and more powerful each year. This is a big change for men, and this is a win-win situation. It's great for men too, because it's going to alleviate a lot of stress. I eventually see at some time where men actually start staying at home and the women are the breadwinners. It's going to take time, yes, but this is the year for women to really rise into their power. This is also the year for women to really help to be expanding career-wise. I see a lot of businesses starting too. Have you been thinking about doing a business? Is that you? Yes. So yes, go for it. This is the year to expand your business. This is the year to expand your career. This is the new year. Clean slate, new year for expansion, living in your heart space, doing what you want to do, and really, really, really getting into trust. That is the biggest advice I can give you this year, is to getting into trust. Because if you're not into trust, then you're going to get exactly that. And if you cannot do anything in life if you do not trust. And knowing if you do trust, things are going to happen very fast in your life. The things that you're going to be wanting are going to happen. And let's talk about relationships. Whoa. Lots of relationship issues I've been seeing for 2018. Lots of shifting, I'm going to say. Especially for women, because women are rising into their power. So maybe you've been in that relationship for 20, 30 years, or maybe you've been in that relationship for 5 years, and maybe it's not working for you anymore. That's okay. And that's exactly because you shifted energies. And so this is coming up a lot. There's a lot of endings of relationships and new relationships. Also a lot of endings of where you're living. You're craving for that new tribe of energy. Listen to your heart center and do what it says to do. And there's going to be a lot more of that. I just see this amazing expansion, and allowing yourself to enjoy and accept this expansion is one of the biggest things there is giving and receiving, giving and receiving. And so I also feel we're going to be moving into 2019 where we're going to be moving more into receiving. And this sounds so easy, but it's actually one of the hardest things in all my healings that come up that I've seen for people. We believe to receive that, you have to do this, this, and this, and you have to give in order to receive. And the opposite is true. Once you say, okay, I know I'm worthy of this, I'm receiving, it's easy for me to receive, then you'll start receiving. And it's the belief system structure, the belief system all wrapped around of what you have to do to receive is what really will keep you back from receiving. So 2019 is about an expansion year, open up to receiving. I see a lot of travel. Anybody here been wanting travel? I see a lot of prosperity coming in, but prosperity coming in different ways. It could come through bartering. It could come through gifts. It could come through inheritance. And so being open to how it comes in. This is the biggest thing with energy is don't limit to one thing. I have a book, Manifest Anything You Want in 30 Days. I love teaching manifesting, and 2019 is a manifesting year. So one of the things in my book you will learn is when you put something out, it needs to come this way. Money needs to only come from my work. oh boy, then you just like blocked off and stopped the universe from giving you all the abundance. Remembering, whatever you think, whatever you say, you are creating. So instead of limiting it to just this way, okay, universe, send me the money. I have no idea how it's going to come, but I know it will be here, and getting into trust. And that's when the flow will really be opening up for you in all areas of your life, especially 2019. It's going to be a very abundant, very prosperous year. It's also going to be a year of really reworking your energy grid. And what I mean by that is really looking at number one thing I get for 2019, and you might want to go to my Facebook if you're not a Facebook fan already. On my business page, I pulled this for the 2019, is boundaries. And you probably have already been feeling like, I need to put boundaries up. Like 2018, it's been like, oh my God, everybody's just walking all over me. Like, what is wrong? Well, it's you. We got to put up our own boundaries. And 2019 is the year to put up those boundaries. Putting up those boundaries, if you are allowing everybody to take your energy and every situation to take your energy, then you have no energy left for yourself. And so it's most important to give to yourself, because your energy, your happiness, your joy, your love is going to ripple to everyone, including your children. And so it's really going to be a powerful year of, where do I need to put boundaries up? And this is a great question for you to ask yourself. Who, where, what do I need to put boundaries up? Where am I like giving away my energy to? Who am I giving away my energy to? And putting those boundaries up is really going to shift your energy, and it's going to clear and detach so much stuff in your life that it's going to open up to abundance. So the biggest thing for 2019, that's what I hear, is put up those boundaries, dream big, get into acceptance and power, and you're going to be a manifesting, happy, abundant, awesome person. Okay, I can't stress that enough. So I wish you all an abundant, awesome 2019. And I would love to work with you one-on-one. I do groups, I travel, I love to work with energy. And I have to tell you, 2019 is going to be a powerful year. So I wish you many, many powerful blessings and a happy 2019.